Alright, so today we're going to discuss about 2011 SPM 2011 past year paper, and this is paper 1. Alright, so paper 1 basically is 40 question objective, and it will give you 40 marks. So let's start from the very first question here. Okay, so the first question over here is the significant figures. Significant figures should be very easy. You just always calculate from the beginning. So I mean, yeah, from the beginning here. But then for significant figures, we never calculate the zero at the front, but then we will calculate the zero at the back. So for example, so if I have the 0.0126, so when we calculate the first number should be 1. The second number should be 2. So when the question says two significant figures, so that means we calculate this one is the first, second. So this is first, this is second. Then I will draw a line here. If this number is 5 and bigger than 5, then I will add one value to the front number. So I will get 0.013. So A is correct. Okay, so let's say for B the same thing, two significant figures, 1, 2. So this is 6, right? So you should get 0.014. So B is wrong. C is two significant figures. This one will be 7200. So this is wrong. Okay, so for 7360, okay, so if 7360, we calculate the first number from the 7 here. This is the second number, right? So then I draw a line. Okay, if this is 5 or bigger than 5, we have to add one value in front. This is 7400. So this is 7400. So this is wrong. So the answer will be A. Anything you want to ask before I proceed to the next question? So why I can't see the question? Sorry for interrupts. I'm not sure why you can't see. Can other students actually see the question? Maybe I'm trying to zoom in and zoom out again. Sean, can you see the question right now? You are using the laptop to join, or you are using the iPad or phone to join? If you are using computer, maybe you're trying to use the Google Chrome to open to join a link. What browser you are using right now? Then I'm not sure what is happening. Maybe you're trying to log out and log in again. You're trying to exit the class and then you can join the class again. See, does it help? Because I'm not sure why you cannot see. Or you trying to print screen like what you see, and then you personal message me in Facebook. I'm trying to see what happens to you. And then over here we will continue. We will move on. Okay, in question number 2, this one asks you to write in the standard form 0.0027. When standard form means you only can have one number in the at the front, and then with the decimal continues. So that means I want to make 2 as my first number. I have to move 1, 2, 3. So if you move 3, if you move your decimal like 3 units to your right hand side, basically your power will be negative. So this is 2.7 multiply 10 power of negative 3. If you move your decimal to the left hand side, your power will be positive. Alright, this one should be very easy. So therefore, we're just comparing. So the first one must be 2.7. So C and D is wrong. The second one must be negative 3. So answer will be A. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. Okay, number 3. Same thing, this is standard form. Actually, standard form you can use calculator to solve if you want, or you want to solve it manually, it's fine. So this is 3.6 multiply 10 power of negative 6 over this one 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4. 0.0002. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll move 4 units to the right hand side, so it will be power negative 4. Then I will divide 3.6 divided by 4 is 1.8. And then this one, negative 6 10 power of negative 6. Divide me minus in the power, right? Negative 4. So this one should be 1.8 multiply 10 power of negative 2. Right, so answer should be donkey. Alright, so far so good. Sean, can you see the question right now? Still cannot. Okay, give me a moment. Maybe. Yeah, Sean, or you try to use other browser to open like Internet Explorer or Firefox. See whether you can see also, or not also, because yeah, I'm not sure what is happening right now. Yeah, you can try different method. Okay, let's continue. Number 4. It's given that 20 solid metal cylinder, each with a radius 70 centimeter and a height is 300, are made to make a 50 identical sphere. Find the volume of each sphere. So basically, you have to find the total volume of the cylinder. So for cylinder, we understand the volume formula is pi r square h. So let us calculate one of the cylinder first. So we have our r is 70 square and our height will be 300. And then later our answer we will multiply by 20, because basically you have 20 cylinder here. So you will get 70 square multiply 300 multiply pi. So the number is quite big, so you will get 4618141.2. Alright, it's a very big number. And then I will multiply this number with 20. So after I multiply with 20, so what I will get is very big number also. Is 9236282.02. Okay, just ignore about 0.02. And then I will need to divide by 50, because this is the total volume we have here. So we have to divide 50 in order to find what is each. So when I divide 50, I will get 1847256. Alright, so what I want to do over here is I will round off to make it in the standard form. So the decimal is over here. Now I move to the left hand side. The power is positive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it will be 1.85 multiply 10 power of 6. So the answer will be A. Alright, so basically you just find one cylinder, and then you have 20 cylinder, you multiply 20, then you find out total volume you have over there, and then you're going to melt the total volume into the 50 identical solid sphere, right? So you just divide 50. Because a lot of students is trying to use the 4 over 3 pi r cube to solve this kind of question. Actually, you do not need to do that, because the question want to find the solid of each sphere. It's not like they want to find the r, or they want to find about pi or something. So basically they want to find a whole solid, so you just divide 50, then it should be fine. You no need to do 4 over 3 pi r cube in this case. Alright, so okay, so for the next one, if you have any question, please stop me. If not, I'm going to move on. Okay, so they want to know the value of the digit 3 here. So this is base 5, this is 5 power of 0. The second will be 5 power of 1. The third one will be 5 power of 2. The fourth one will be 5 power of 3. Okay, when this is base 5, this is all the value it have. Now the question asks about the 3 here. So the 3 here basically is 3 multiply 5 power of 2, because this is 5 power of 2. So you will get 75. So the answer will be B. Okay, it's very simple. If you couldn't understand, please let me know. And this is 10110. This is 111, all is base 2 definitely, and then I plus together. Okay, for this kind of question, of course you can use calculator, as you always do. If not, you just need to understand 1 plus 1 equals to 10. I mean, in this case, 1 plus 1 will give you 10. So this is 0 plus 1 is 1. 1 plus 1 is 10. 1 plus 1 is 10 plus 1 is 11, and then 1 base 2. Okay, this is how we do the base number without using calculator. So you have 11101 base 2. So answer will be donkey. So far so good. Sean, can you see the screen yet, or you still couldn't see it? This is weird. What phone are you using? Maybe you can try to use your phone or your iPad or any tablet. You go to the App Store to install the WizIQ apps. The WizIQ means you can't see it, so let me type here. So you just go to find this app, WizIQ. Okay, so from the app, you just download this app and then you're trying to log in from the application also, because I'm not sure what is happening to you. Alright. Okay, so let us continue in this question, number 7. So this is irregular polygon. So yeah, you know all of this is a straight line. So the question gives you that angle TQR. TQ and R is twice the angle, means that it's a double of angle PQT. PQT. So that means over here we know TQR will be twice the angle of this one. So that means TQR, let's say I say PQT is X, so TQR will be 2X. So we know total here will be 3X. Right, so of course we shouldn't use X lah, because we have X here. So use X is just to make this question more confusing. Okay, so let's use other. Okay, so let's call this one Y. So this one will be 2Y. So this is 2Y, this is Y. Because X already have, so I won't use X. Okay, so let's try to solve about this question. Okay, first we actually see the triangle here. Do you see a triangle? The triangle TQR. So we can get 2Y easily. We just use 180. If I want to get the 2Y, I just use 180 minus 32 minus 114. So yeah, 180 minus 32 minus 114. So it's 34. So we know 2y equal to 34, y equal to 17. Okay, so that means we know the y here is 17. Then do you see this triangle? Because whenever you have two straight lines, this angle and this angle will be the same. So both also is x. Alright, so therefore I can easily find my x by using 180 minus 80 minus 17. Because this is a small triangle. Do you see the PQU is a small triangle? Okay, if you see that, then it should be easy. So this one should be 83. So A. Okay. Any problem or anything you couldn't see or anything you couldn't understand? If no, I'm going to move on. Okay, PQR is the tangent to the curve TQS with the center O at Q. Okay, so alright, so yeah, everything is given here. So for tangent, actually you have something you have to pay attention. First thing is, from the center point to the tangent is always 90 degree. So here is 90 degree. And then if this is tangent, I mean this angle will same with this angle. That means I know the whole angle here will be 65. Because this is tangent point. So if you understand about this one, we can easily solve this question. So first is double angle. If T is 40, O will be 80. And then because this OQ and OS is the radius, so they are same length. So you can see OSQ is an isosceles triangle. So if OSQ is an isosceles triangle, we know here will be 50 each. So X is just equals to 65 minus 50. So it's just 15. So answer will be. Do you see that? Yes, no? Can I continue? Okay, so I assume you can see that. If you couldn't, just let me know. Okay, transformation. So AB's 5 object, you have F, A, B, C, D, draw on the Cartesian plan. Which of the object A, B, C, D is the image of F under reflection y equals to negative x? Okay, so of course the first thing we do is, we have to draw the line y equals to negative x. It will be y equals to negative x. Okay, so this is y equals to negative x. So the question actually asks A, B, C, D, which one is the image of F under this reflection? So obviously answer will be A, because you can see F and A basically they are reflection on the line y equals to negative x. So you have to understand the name of the line. If this is x-axis and this is y-axis, if you have one line, the line actually will cut the x-axis and y-axis into 45 degrees. This line we call y equals to x. If on the other side, this line we call y equals to negative x. Alright, you please remember about the equation. And if you still cannot understand about equation, you can find out each coordinate you're passing through. Let's say I'm passing through this one, it's called 4 and negative 4. So you can see the relationship between x and y. When x is 4, y will be negative 4. So same thing, if I take any coordinate here, this one will be negative 3, 3. So when x is negative, y is positive. So their relationship basically is a negative. So compared to the other line, I mean this direction, if this line, you can find out the value is 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, they are always positive. Right? Obviously I draw not so nice. Okay, so can understand, right? Okay, so please remember about the name of the line. Okay, this one. Under area of enlargement, the area object is 4 pi. Okay, so the area of image is 16 pi. Find the skew factor. So this one you just need to remember the formula. Area of image equals to skew factor square multiply area of object. So in this case, area of image is given is 16 pi. K will be skew factor square multiply area of object, which is 4 pi. Then definitely you simplify, you get k square equals to 16 pi divided by 4 pi. So k square equals to 4. So therefore k equals to 2. So the answer will be B. This is how we find the skew factor. You just remember this formula. Area of image equals to skew factor square. The square you must always remember, multiply area of object. Okay, so okay, let us move on to 11. Okay, diagram 4 show the right angle triangle PQR and PRS is a straight line. So sine x equals to 5 over 3, and then the question asks you to calculate the length in centimeter of QR. So in this case, if sine x equals to 5 over 13, but you can find out x actually is outside of triangle, mean you couldn't straight away use the x to solve it, because the x you never see any right angle triangle for the x. So normally what I will do is I will borrow the angle on the other side. I call it x dot or x prime. So when I borrow the angle, it can only happen so-called I borrow the angle when both angle plus together is equal to 180. Okay, so you can find out the x and the x prime if both angle plus together equals to 180, right? Because it's on the straight line. Okay, if this case, then you can do sine x equals to 5 over 13. Okay, so therefore I know sine x dot is also 5 over 13. Why do I know that? Because if you learn about the trigonometry rule, you sure will learn about all sine tangent cos, or they say add sugar to coffee. Add sugar to coffee. Okay, in this rule, what the question trying to what the trigo topic trying to say is this is 0 to 90 degree, 90 to 180 degree, 180 to 270 to 360. So you have to imagine what is the size of this angle x. Okay, I know the x dot definitely is less than 90. If x dot is less than 90, that means x must be bigger than 90. So I know this one actually fall in this quadrant because this angle look like between 90 to 180. So this one we call it second quadrant, Q2. So in the second quadrant itself, sine is positive also. So therefore, when I borrow this angle to solve it, I will assume it is positive also. Alright, so anyway, okay, 5 over 13, sine is OH. This is O over H. O is opposite, is 5, and H will be hypotenuse, which is this one, 13. And you have to understand this one basically is a ratio. It's not the length in the real life, so you have to convert it yourself. 5 becomes 15 centimeter, means you multiply 3. So 13 you multiply 3, you will get 39 centimeter. So I know P to R will be 39 centimeter. So if I know P to 9 is 39 centimeter, I can find QR easily. That means I use Pythagoras. So QR equals to square root 39 square minus 15 square. Then you should be able to get 36, if not mistaken. 39 square minus 15 square. And the square root answer, yeah, you will get 36. So answer will be C. Any question? Yeah, Sean, how was it? Okay. If you still cannot, okay, let me figure out how to help you. You try to go to the yes, this is a good idea. You try to download the 2011 math paper 1, and now we discuss until question 11. Or you have the past year paper book. I mean, if you bought the past year question, real past year question from Popular, you can use that also. As now at least you can listen to my voice, right? And you can look at me. I mean in the webcam. So yeah, you should be able to do this way. Okay, you just wait for a while. I try to post this paper into our group, and then you can download from there. Just give me 2 minutes. Okay, go to the question 12 here. Okay, the diagram 5 will show a solid boat, and then it actually will tells about T and P. T, N, and P have the shapes of the right angle triangle, and M and PQ is a straight line. So basically NP, N to the P is 4 meter, so here will be 4 meter, and cos MNT, that means this one. I call it angle. This angle is negative 8 over 17. Find the height of TP. Alright, so first you have to understand why you will get negative in this value. You will see a negative 8 over 17. Because just now we learned about the things like add sugar to coffee. First is this angle is fall in the second quadrant, Q2. Because this angle is bigger than 90, less than 180. Okay, so in the second quadrant, cos actually will get negative, because in the Q2 itself, only sine will get positive. Cos and tangent you will get negative. So in the second quadrant, cos is negative, so you will get negative 8 over 17. But in order to solve this question, I will borrow this angle. I say when you can borrow this angle when both angle plus together is equal to 180. Mean they both must be on the straight line. Then I will do cos is AH, adjacent over hypotenuse. So when I do AH, my adjacent here should be 8 and my hypotenuse will be 17. And then I say this one basically is a ratio. It's not the length in the real life. So what you can do is, you can see 8 in the real life basically is 4 meter. So mean divide 2. So I can know my NT very well if I divide 2. So it's 8.5 meter if you divide 17 by 2. So I can find TP very easy by using Pythagoras. Square root 8.5 square minus 4 square. So 8.5 square minus 4 square, and square root answer. Yeah, you get 7.5, which is TP. Okay, because after you got Tn and MP, you can easily find TP by using Pythagoras. Okay, so yeah, Sean, I have finished question 12. Now go to the question 13. Okay, which graph actually represents the sine x? Okay, sine x. So if you have a look at sine x from your textbook or anything, something you have to pay attention is the angle on the x-axis. Because the sine graph basically look like this. Okay, so for the sine graph itself, the first half circle is stopped at 180, and then the second half circle, which at the bottom of x-axis, is stopped at 360. So that means the whole angle should be from 0 to 90, 90 to 270, 270 to 360, 270. Alright, okay, yeah. So yeah, for this one, for the sine graph, so what you need to do is basically you will need to pay attention on the x-axis. So in the x-axis, the maximum should at 90 degree, the minimum should at negative 270. So maximum must at 90, minimum is 270, so answer will be A. So you can have a look on B, C and D. Actually it is not. Because on B, the maximum is on 60 degree, which is wrong. C, the maximum at 30 degree, which is wrong. And for the D, the maximum actually at the 45 degree, and which is wrong also. Okay? And over here, since I teach about grafting, I just want you to know something more. Okay, because just now is y equals to sine x. But what happens if I have y equals to negative sine x? If you have negative sine x, the graph from just now, like this, is actually will go the other way. This is your y equals to negative sine x. Your minimum will at 90 degree, your maximum will be at 270 degree. So it's totally opposite. Okay? Okay, and then yeah, just one more thing, which is when y equals to sine 2x. What happens when y equals to sine 2x? Sine 2x actually means what? Means in 360 degree itself, you should have 2 cycles. That means in 360 over here, you should have 2 cycles. Okay, assume the height is the same. It's fine, it's fine. The drawing is so terrible. Let me draw again. Why my drawing is so bad? Okay, that means in 360 degree over here, you will have 2 cycles. So that means this one divide into the half, this one will be 180 when sine 2x. So 2x, that means just now your maximum at 90 degree, minimum at 270, right? Both also need to divide 2 when this is sine 2x. So your 90 will become 45. And just now 270, right, will become 135 at your maximum and minimum. This is what happened when you have sine 2x. Okay, because in the exam, they will only draw out this part for you only. They won't draw out the whole thing. They only draw out this part for you. And then you will see something like donkey. So if D is correct when this is sine 2x. If sine x, D will be wrong. Okay, so yeah, so let me move on. This is just some extra knowledge because nowadays, yeah, they love about KBAT questions. So I just teach you slightly deeper. Okay, for this one. Okay, so name the angle between TWQ, and the plane TSRW. TSRW basically is the plane at the back here. Okay, you want to name the angle on between. This is something very important, is you must be able to form a right angle triangle for the angle. So if some student they couldn't see the diagram, I always teach my student, you trying to complete this shaded region. So let's say I want to complete the shaded region, I can add it myself. Do you find out this one become rectangle already? I mean TWPQ. So if you complete like this, you are very easy to see the angle on between will be QWR. Will be this angle or PTS. Both angle is the same. But in this case, of course we can only choose QW and R. So the answer will be C. So for this one angle in between, you need to able to imagine it. Okay, because just imagine, let's say you have a plane look like this, and then you have another plane will stop like this. Oops. You have another plane will stop like this. So you want to find the angle on between. So the angle definitely is on between here, between the plane and between two planes. So normally what I will teach my student is, you can find both of these that also intersect at the T and W. Do you find out both also have TW? So that mean the angle on the middle must either T or W. Either must take the straight line only. What do you mean by straight line? Okay, so normally we have to take the angle we can give us the 90-degree one. If we take like QTW or something like this, you couldn't see the 90-degree triangle. How to explain? This one is a bit tough for me to explain. Normally I will try to demo to my student, but yeah, over here, okay, over here I teach you another method. If you couldn't see, but this method can only use in the two plane. Okay, so yeah, I see Tasha actually raise hand. Okay, so this method is something like this: TSRW and TWQ. Okay, if you have two planes, what you can do is, the first thing is you're going to slash those that are same one, T and W. Okay, so if you slash already, you will find out actually left a Q here, right? So you write down the Q. Okay, from the three letter here, you actually will left one letter, which is Q. And then from two letter you slash T and W. You have to think which one is nearer to Q. T or W is nearer to Q in this case. Obviously, W is nearer to Q. And then from these two letters you haven't slashed, which one is nearer to Q? S or R? So if you want to know which one is nearer to Q, definitely R is nearer to Q. Compare S and R, because QS is the diagonal, so definitely longer. So the angle is QWR. This is one of the method you can use, like if you couldn't see. Mean the first step is you slash the same letter, and then from the three letter there you will left one letter, which is Q in this case. And then from the two letter you slash, you see which one is nearer to Q. And then from the two letter you haven't slashed, see which one is nearer to Q. Then you can get the angle in between. Yeah, maybe you can try this method. Okay, can you understand? Let us move on if you have no problem. Okay, in the question 15, diagram 7 actually show the two vertical tower on the horizontal plane. P and Q are 2 points on the two tower. Okay, so in this case, point R is vertically above the P. So I guess R is at the bottom, and same level at Q. Okay, so R should be somewhere here. There must be same level with Q and vertically above the P. And S is vertically below the Q and same level is P. So this one should be S and it will be same level with P. Alright, so which diagram show the angle elevation Q from P? So Q from P, definitely we'll draw a line to connect Q and P. Elevation means actually you will look up. But when you look up, the horizontal line is very important. So the horizontal line is over here in this case. Because do you find out PS actually is a horizontal line? So yeah, you should get a triangle like this. Q, P, and S. So our Q, P, and S, Q, P, and S should be this one. Even this one also Q, P, and S. But then this is not angle elevation. Angle elevation must from the horizontal line, you look up, mean you're going to look up, then this is called elevation. If depression must from the horizontal line, and then you look down. Okay, this one called angle depression. You do in elevation and depression, you never have the angle with the vertical line. So do you see a vertical line here? You never use the vertical line on the depression or elevation topic. Alright. It's okay, right? So if okay, then I move on. If you can't understand, please stop me. So the diagram A actually show a man in the lookout station. The angle depression from a tank from his eyes is 40. The tank is 1 meter from the base of the lookout. Okay, it is given the eyes level is 6 meter above the horizontal ground. That means the eyes level should be 6 meter here. So that means the length here will be 6 meter. The eyes level is 6 meter above. So calculate the Y. So now the question asks about Y. So you have to understand angle depression here is 40 degree. So angle depression, I say must have a horizontal line and then look down 40 degree. Because this is horizontal line, this is horizontal ground, so both are parallel. Then you can use the exact thing, mean an alternate angle, so here will be 40. Then I will have a right angle triangle look like this. 40 degree, this is 6, this is Y. Then I can use tangent to find my Y easily. Tangent 40 equals to 6 over Y. Then I can know my Y basically is 6 divided by tangent 40. So you just solve this one. Then Y will equal to 6 over tangent 40. And you use your calculator, should be able to get the answer easily. 40. So 6 divided by tangent 40. Okay, let me change my calculator degree. 6 divided by tangent 40. Then you will get 7.151. Okay, so far so good. Okay, if no problem, let us move on to 17. Okay, it's given that the point F and point G will lies on the horizontal plane. Alright, the bearing F from G is 70 degree. When the equation says F from G, that means the angle is at the G there. Alright, from G, right? So from G, this angle at G is look correct. This one angle is not at G, the angle at F. This one angle at F, so it's wrong. Let us see the last one. Okay, this one is at G. Okay, now you have A and D, so we have to choose. So in order to know which one is correct, something you have to remember is for bearing, we calculate the angle. Angle must always rotate clockwise. Clockwise. ISE. So that means the angle must rotate this direction. Okay. Second, we calculate the angle is always from the north. So you see A is from the north, and he rotate clockwise 70 degrees. So the answer is A. Have a look on the donkey. Okay, the angle is start at north also, but then you find out the 70 actually is rotate anti-clockwise. It can't be anti-clockwise, so this is wrong. You must obey the rule, is have to be clockwise. So the answer cannot be donkey. Okay, so let us move on to 18. Okay, so in the question 18, the question actually asks, which diagram show the correct location for P and Q? I didn't get the rule number 2 for the previous question. Oh, you mean the second rule? Okay. Means the angle must from the north. What do I mean? Sometimes you will have the angle look like this, 70 degrees. But if north is here, let's say this is P, this is Q. We calculate the angle must calculate from the north. We cannot calculate somewhere on the middle or east. So that means if you want to know the angle Q from P, must from the north rotate clockwise until here. So it should be 160. It cannot be 70 only, because 70 degrees is not from the north. Do I answer your question, Tasha? Okay, so let's move on. Okay, this one you will need to understand longitude and latitude, and you will need to know how to see the angle. Okay, so N is the north pole, and S is the south pole. O is the center of the earth. P and Q are 2 points on the equator. Okay, so first thing you have to know, equator, the latitude is always equal to 0. Okay, you see equator, the latitude is always equal to 0. Okay, the longitude of P is 50 E and the Q is 70 west. Okay, so this one on the middle one we call equator. So basically equator is somewhere on the middle. Okay, it's the plane, it will cut the earth into the half. We call equator, and then the latitude is 0 degree. Alright, so P and Q must on the equator, and E is 50 E and Q is 70 west. So in order to decide east or west, we have to see the Greenwich meridian. Because the Greenwich meridian is the longitude becomes 0. I mean longitude is 0 at Greenwich meridian. So Greenwich meridian is over here. So Q is, so you have to know southeast. So this is north, east, southwest. So if you understand, okay, this is Greenwich meridian. The Q is 70 degrees to the east of Greenwich meridian, isn't it? So Q in this case is 70 E. And P itself is due west of Greenwich meridian, right? So this one, P will be 50 west. So obviously this is not the answer, because the one P is 50 E. Okay, have a look at this one. Greenwich meridian is this line. Okay, so if Greenwich meridian is this line, P is due 50 degrees east of Greenwich meridian, so P is 50 E. And Q is due 120 degrees from the Greenwich meridian to the east, so it's 120 east. So definitely B is wrong. Okay, so let's have a look on C and D. If Greenwich meridian is here, P is due 70 degrees to the west, so P basically is 70 west. And Q is 120 west, because it's 120 degrees from the Greenwich meridian, so it's wrong. Donkey, D. So Greenwich meridian is here. P is due 50 degrees from the Greenwich meridian, right? So to the east, so it's 50 east. And Q is due 70 degrees to the west, so it's 70 west. So answer will be D. Okay, so yeah, you have to understand how to see the direction, and then you have to understand what is longitude, latitude, and you have to understand what is Greenwich meridian and equator. Okay, so if you have no question, I'm going to move on. Okay, the following, I think you have 4 and 5 questions, is so-called bonus mark. It's just a simple algebra. So 4x multiply x and 4x multiply y. So you will get 4x squared plus 4xy. And before you multiply the negative, you better expand the bracket first. So this one, you will get x squared plus 6xy plus 9y squared. Alright, just expand yourself. You can draw the 2 bracket thing and then you multiply 1 by 1. Should be able to get the same answer with mine. And then I will multiply my negative into it. So it will be negative x squared minus 6xy minus 9y squared. So x squared and x squared are simplified. I left 3x squared. xy and xy are simplified is minus 10xy. And then minus 9y squared. Do I have the answer for this? Am I do something wrong? Why don't have the answer? Okay, let me just double check. Maybe I just do some carry mistake. Okay, this is x squared. Okay, this is positive xy times 2 is 2xy plus 9y squared. It seems correct. What? It's 2 times first one times second one. Okay. Oh, this is positive. Why I suddenly write negative over here? This is positive 4xy. So this is negative 2xy. Yeah, just some carry mistake. Alright, so the answer should be A. Yeah, because this is positive. Because just now I suddenly write negative. Alright, so for 20. Okay, so they ask you to make this one into the simplest form. So first thing is, I know 9 minus n squared. 9 basically is a perfect square number. So it's 3 squared minus n squared. In math, we know a squared minus b squared will give us a plus b and a minus b. So same thing happened here. This is 3 plus n, 3 minus n. Okay, so this one will be 3 plus n, 3 minus n. Because why I want to do that? Because later this one divide become multiply, you have to flip over. Then you can simplify. 3 minus m and 3 minus n, you can simplify. And then what else we can do? Okay, then we have to simplify this one. Okay. Yeah, nothing much we can do, but I know here actually both have the 2, right? I can factorize out the 2, become nn plus 2n over 3 plus n. And then multiply 1 over 6mn. Then 6 and 2 I can simplify, become 3. Then I think this one is, this is all I have here. Oh, over here you can factorize out the n also, because both also have n. That means I can simplify the n also. So this one will be m plus 2 over 3 plus n, and then 3m. Do I have this answer? D. Okay, this one you just need to know how to simplify it, but it shouldn't be too hard. Okay, so we already moved until half already because it's 20. So yeah, so far anything want to ask? Yeah, we use 1 hour, the time is just fine. We have 10 more questions to go. We have 20 more questions to go. For sure, you still cannot see the screen yet? I mean, you still cannot see the whiteboard? Yeah. After this, maybe you can print screen to show me what is your problem, and then I can feedback this to them, because I actually pay for this server. So if you have this problem, yeah, I have to find out why. So normally what you see, I mean, what do you see in the screen if you didn't see the whiteboard? It just displays blank or what? You can only see the webcam. but you cannot see the whiteboard. Do you accidentally click on something? Okay. For Sean, actually, at your at the bottom of your screen, do you see something like live chat support? Maybe you can click on the live chat support and ask them why you are having this issue. Do you see the live chat support actually in your bottom right hand side? Or you didn't see anything? Okay, maybe that one only for me. Yeah, do you let me see. Okay. Yeah, I have no idea what happens to you. Yeah, maybe after this you can watch the replay video. Or you're trying to print screen like what you see right now and send it to me on the Facebook. Yeah, I just want to see what happens to you. But sir, firstly I do saw the whiteboard, but it suddenly disappeared. Yeah, you're trying to click around all the button there. See, do you see any things like whiteboard or not? Or you're trying to close and open again, should have the whiteboard. I'm not sure why. Okay, let's do not waste the time because we still have 20 questions need to go and we still have 1 more hour. Okay. Okay, this one, t in terms of m. That means the difficult part about this question, if you have double t, you have 1 t here and 1 t here. So if you have this kind of situation, you always need to factorize out the t and then you're going to join them together. So I'm going to move the m minus 1 to the other side and multiply with 2t. 2t multiply m minus 1 equals to t minus 1. And then I'm going to expand it. So it's 2mt minus 2t. And then equals to t minus 1. Because I want to make t as a subject, because they say t in terms of m. So whatever have t, I will join them together. So this is 2mt minus 2t. And the t over here, I'm going to move here. This one should be minus t also, equals to negative 1. So 2mt minus 3t equals to negative 1. And then over here, I didn't see any negative 1. I see positive 1. So I multiply negative for the whole equation. So if I multiply negative for the whole equation, so what will happen is this one become negative 2mt. Negative will become positive 3t, become positive 1. And then I factorize out the t. This is minus 2m plus 3 equals to 1. So t equals to 1 over negative 2m plus 3. So, or you can call it 3 minus 2m. It's the same thing. So answer should be A. Okay. Yeah, this is algebra question. Shouldn't be too hard. Okay, for 22, basically you need to find the values of y. So the first thing you have to make them have the same denominator. So over here I multiply 2, multiply 2. Over here I multiply 3, multiply 3. Then I have both of them have the denominator 6. This is 2y minus 12. And then minus 3y minus 12. Okay, so equals to 1. Of course, I can move the 6 to the other side, become 1 times 6 is 6. So this is 2y minus 12 minus 3y plus 12. 12 and 12 I simplify. So 2y minus 3y is negative y equals to 6, y equals to negative 6. Simple. So this is negative 6, C. Okay, so for 23, okay, this one, if this is power 2, you have to expand to every single one. This one, you have to power 2 it, power 2 it, power 2 it, and for n also. Okay, so what I will do is 3 power 2 is 9. n power 4 power 2 again is 8. 2 power 2 is, oops. This is multiply. No. If I thought this is plus. It's multiply, you couldn't do like that. If multiply, you better expand. You have to solve this one first lah. So this is 3 times 2 is 6. So it's 6 and 4 n half and then power 2. And then with m power of 3. Okay, now you power 2 the 6, m and n. So you get 36 m power of 8, n power of 1 over m power of 3. And then m power of 3 and m power of 8 you simplify left 5. So you got 36 m 5 n. Answer will be donkey. Okay? Yeah, you must very be careful. The middle symbol is plus or multiply. Okay, if multiply, you better multiply it first. Then only you join. Only you move your power into it. Okay, let's move on to the 24. Okay, 24, the first thing is you have to understand what is the meaning for negative in power. The negative in power basically means 1 over. So this one means 1 over 5 power 1 over 3. So negative means 1 over the whole thing you have without negative. So let's say I have a negative 7 or negative 3. Whenever you see negative means 1 over a power of 3. When you do 1 over, the negative are gone. Then you left something like this. So, yeah, so we got the answer B. Very straightforward. Okay, 25. List all the integer y that satisfy both the simultaneous equation inequality. So basically, you have to solve this one. So y bigger or equals to 9. 3 over 2, I move to the other side, become 2 over 3. Then I simplify, become y is bigger or equals to 6. The second one, y plus 1 is less than 10. So y should be less than 9. So therefore y must bigger or equals to 6 but less than 9. So we have 6, 7, 8. I cannot write 9 because you do not have equal sign here. So it's 6, 7, 8 only. So answer will be B. So you must know how to read the inequality symbol. Okay? 26 is statistic. Diagram 9 is a bar chart showing the time spent in the 5 activity in a week. So therefore, if the data is represented by the pie chart, calculate the maximum different sector angle between any two of the activity. So in order to find the maximum difference, what I will do is I will find the highest value one minus the smallest value one. Alright, so yeah, before I do that, I need to know what is their total. Okay, so let's calculate about their total. This is 10. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So it's 18. This one should be 180 because multiply 10. Alright, so yeah, we want to change it into a degree. So never mind. So this one, just let me. Hello, my test. Can you hear me? You still couldn't hear me? Yeah, I think it's an internet speed problem. I think it's the internet speed problem. Some can hear, some cannot hear. Try to log in, log out and log in again. Okay, if you can hear now, then let's move on. So for the bowling is 20 out of 180. For the cycling, basically is 50 out of 180. Both also we have to change it into a degree. because they want to know what the question want. The question basically want to know if the theta is represented by the pie chart, right? What's the maximum difference sector angle? So pie chart we know is 360 degrees. So both also I multiply 360. So I simplify, this one left 2. So 50 times 2 is 100 degree. Simplify, this one left 2, this is 40 degree. So 100 degree minus 40 degree, you left 60 degree. So the answer should be 60. Yeah. This is how we convert the any diagram into the pie chart. In order to convert into a pie chart, just multiply 360. Because the pie chart is a circle, the total angle between the total angle must be 360. Okay, so yeah, you have to understand about this. Okay, let me move on. Table 1 will show the score of 60 students in a school contest. Determine the score mode. Score mode, you choose the highest frequency one. Mean the F value is the highest one. So highest frequency is this one, but answer is not 17. 17 just mean the 30 happens 17 times. So the mode score should always 30. Mean this one, the 17 only tell you is its mode, but then it is not the mode score. Okay, so the answer will be 30. If you circle B, you will got wrong. It's not 17, okay? 17 is just the higher frequency. So we have to read back what is the score, which is 30. Okay, first thing is, yeah, this one you have to recognize this is graph function from 5 chapter 2. So in this one, if you have the graph look like this, you know it's x power of 3. You have the graph look like this, you know it's x power of 3 also, but then a should be negative. Mean the value in front of x cubed should be negative. So this one, x cubed should be negative, positive is wrong, x squared is wrong. So let me see, do we have any other option? Okay, both of this one, x cubed is negative. Then we have to find the y-intercept. How to find the y-intercept? Make x equals to 0. So I make x equal to 0 into this case. If x equal to 0, you imagine I substitute x equal to 0, y equals to negative 0 cubed minus 27. Y is negative 27. So it's correct. Let's have a look on D. When x equals to 0, y equals to... Oh, both also... Okay, both also y-intercept correct lah. This is 0... Oh, this is square. I didn't see it's square. The answer is B only. Because if square, the shape should be U or N only. Cannot be like this 2. This 2 is power of 3. Okay. Okay, 29. It's given that the universal set is this thing. So this is a universal set is P union Q union R. And Q is a subset of P. So when I say Q is a subset of P, Q should inside the P. Therefore, we call it subset. Okay, and P intercept R equals to empty set. So if you see the empty set mean P cannot intersect with R. So yeah, we have to find out which should be done by this. First thing, P and R cannot intercept. This one seems correct, seems wrong, wrong. And then Q must inside the P. Q must inside the P. So answer will be A. This is wrong because Q, this one is P is a subset of Q, not Q is a subset of P. Alright, you must understand how to read the symbol. Alright, let us move on to question 30. The answer is B. Is the question say Q is, yeah, because the question say Q is a subset of P one. So Q is a subset of P, the set Q should be inside the set of P. Okay? Okay, so let's move on to 30. Okay, you have set P and you have set Q and a set R. So list all the elements for P union R intersect Q. So I will do R intersect Q first. So R intersect Q, we find out all the value we have first. So R and Q both also have 2, so 2 yes. Okay, do not have 3, do not have 5, do not have 7, do not have, okay, so only a 2 here for R intersect Q. So when P union R intersect Q, union means whatever inside the P you have to write out. Whatever inside the P you have to write out with the R intersect Q. R intersect Q, you only have one number 2. So the answer will be 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. So because P union means whatever inside the P you have to write it down and add on the R intersect Q, which is 2. So the answer will be C. Okay, very straightforward. Okay, for 31st. Diagram 11 is a Venn diagram showing the number of the quiz participants in the set P and set Q. Given a universal set P union Q, P is a mathematics quiz and Q is a science quiz. Okay, if the number of participants who participate is in only one quiz is 21, find the total number of the participants. Okay, where is the only one quiz? That means 2x over here is participate only one quiz because they participate science only. X plus 3 over here is only one quiz also because it participate math only. X on the middle here is participate 2 quiz. So when I say only one quiz, I will say x plus 3 and then plus 2x equals to 21. So 3x equals to 18, x equals to 6. So the question asks about total number of members. So if we know x equals to 6, we know here you have 9, here you have 6, here you have 12. So all you will join together. If all you join together, you should get 27. Answer will be A. Okay, so far so good. We still have 9 more questions to go. Yes, is everything you want to ask me? Repeat which one? Question 31? Okay, let's repeat about question 31. Okay, first, over here, the very important keyword is the number of participants who participate only one quiz is 21. So, you can find out when they say only one quiz, when they say only one quiz actually represent x plus 3 and 2x. Because both of these area actually the participant participate one quiz only. For 2x, the participant participate science only. For x plus 3, the participant participate math only. However, do you see the x on the middle? The x on the middle means the participate 2 quiz, math and science. So we cannot include that one. So the question actually gives us the information, say that the participate one quiz only is 21. That means I know x plus 3 and I plus 2x, I will get 21. So you just solve the equation x plus 3 plus 2x equals to 21. And you solve the equation, you will get x equals to 6. So after you got the x equal to 6 already, what you need to do is you substitute 6 into your whole diagram. So if you substitute 6 into your whole diagram, the x plus 3 you will get 9. The x on the middle is just 6. The 2x is just become 12. And all the number you plus together, you will get 27. This is how I do. Okay, do you understand, Sean? Okay, so yeah, let's move on to 32. Okay, this one is a straight line. It's given that the distance PQ is 10. If distance PQ is 10, we know the distance for O to Q is 8. So we know the distance from O to P is 6. Because Pythagoras 3, 4, 5. 3 becomes 6, 4 becomes 8, 5 becomes 10. However, the question asks you to find the gradient of PQ. So we know we have one gradient formula is negative y-intercept, which is negative 8, over x-intercept, which is x-intercept. So gradient equals to negative 8 over negative 6. So it is negative 4 over 3. Answer is C. So you have to know coordinate P, the x-intercept basically is negative 6. Because it's on your left hand side from O. So it's negative value. I see someone raise hand here. It's a Sean. Yeah, Sean, you raise hand for anything? Okay, if no problem, we go to question 33. Oh, this one is for just now. Alright. For 33, it's given that the question of the straight line with passing through 0, 8 is y equals to negative x plus c. Find the point of intersection of the straight line and the x-axis. So what I would do is, if I have one coordinate and one equation like this, I can easily get c by substitute my x into the x, y into the y. My y is 8, my x is 0, plus c. So obviously c is equals to 8. So if y equals to negative 4x plus 8, will intercept with x-axis. X-axis means y equals to 0. Okay? X-axis actually means y equals to 0. So 0 equals to negative 4x plus 8. So 4x equals to 8, x equals to 2. So that means this is the x-intercept. So we call 2, 0. Answer is B. Because if the question intercept, my pen couldn't work also. If the straight line intercept at 2 here, okay, so this one is called 2, 0. Okay, so therefore this is why I choose 2, 0. Okay, so let's move on to 34. Okay, it's a probability question. So a basket contains six red ball and a number of yellow ball. A ball is chosen random from the basket. The probability of choosing yellow is 2 over 3. So from probability, if probability for getting yellow is 2 over 3, we know the 3 here represents the sample space. The sample space actually means total. Okay, but then definitely the probability itself, this one is just a ratio, it's not the exact value. Okay, so we know red color is 6. We do not know yellow, I'm going to put it X. So the question asked me to find a number of yellow, right? So what I will do is I will solve this one. So yellow is X over total number between yellow and red will be 6 plus x equals to 2 over 3. Then I cross over multiply. 3x equals to 12 plus 2x. So x equals to 12. So answer will be. Okay, so because you have to understand for probability, you always use the event you want divided by the total. So event in this case will be yellow, right? Because the question gives you a probability of yellow is 2 over 3. So the event for yellow, I mean the number of yellow you have is x. And then number of total ball you have is red color plus yellow color. So this is how I get 2 over 3, and then I go to cross over multiply and then I solve it. Okay, so let's move on. 6 more questions to go. Yeah, so far anything you want to ask me? Because yeah, we still have 5 more questions. 35, 36, 37, 37, 38. Alright, so for this one, diagram 13 show a circular board which is divided into 12 equal sectors and labeled with number. Okay. A pointer is placed at the center of the board. The pointer is rotated about the center of the board and will equally likely to stop at any sector. Okay, what is the probability that the pointer will not stop in the sector labeled 1? Okay, so we have to calculate with how many 1 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 1 here. So in the probability of getting 1 is basically 8 over is 4 over 12, because total have 12 sector is given. So you have 4, 1, right? So if the question 1, not the 1. So not the 1, you have 8, right? Divided by 12. So it's just 2 over 3. That's all. Okay? Do you have 2 over 3? Yes. So, or you can calculate which is not 1. Not 1, if you calculate from the above, you will have 8 sector. Because if I calculate the not 1 one, you will see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 over total 12 sector. So you simplify, it's still 2 over 3. Okay? Yeah, you can use either way to solve this one. This kind of question, I mean. 36, this is variation. Okay, variation, which table represents the relationship between y is the varies directly to the x squared. So I will say y equals to k x squared. Okay, you want to know which one is correct, they must have the constant value of k. That means you substitute first combination and second combination into this equation, you will get the same value of k. That one we call constant in k. So let's try A. When x is 1, y is 1, your k you will get 1. When x is 2, y is 8. This is square, right? So your k basically is 2. So it's wrong because it's not constant. One is what the first one k is 1, the second one k is 2 is not constant, means it's wrong. Okay, then we move on to the second one. So if y equals to kx squared, 1, 1, just now we tried already, k equals to 1. Okay, this one, when k equals to 16, I mean y equals to 16, k is unknown, x equals to 2, you will get 4, k equals to 4. So it's wrong, it's not constant. Then you will continue to do until you get a constant value of k. So for the next one, okay, so for this one, we're trying to substitute 1 and 2. When y equals to 2, x equals to 1, my k equals to 2. Okay, substitute the second combination. When y equals to 4, yeah, x equals to 2, I mean I use this combination, k equals to 2. So both also get 2, I guess this is correct. But let's try about this one. This one is the same, right? So in this case, k equals to 2. I'm going to try this one. 8 equals to k2 squared. Okay, this one, k equals to 2 as well. Then we're going to try the third combination. Okay, 6. This one is 6 equals to k3 squared. So this one, k is equals to 6 over 9. So therefore this is wrong. Okay, we try about D. Okay, for D, yeah, we try the third combination. This is 18 equals to k3 squared. So k equals to 2. 18 divided by 9. So answer will be donkey. So the answer will be donkey. So this one you have to test about the constant. Let me continue because this is actually screen recording. So later I have to do some post-production. Okay. Okay, for 37. Yeah, for 36, basically what you need to do is you have to find a constant value of k. You can keep on doing the try and error until you get a constant value. Finally, the last few questions, you can see the whiteboard already. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. Okay, come, have a look on 37. Okay, it's given that m is varies inversely. When inversely means what? Inversely means actually k should be on the top here. So if k have to be on the top, that means okay, so m is carried inversely, varies inversely with n. So n will be at the bottom. This is what happens when you have inversely. So you have m equals to 20 and n equals to 2. So you know your k equals to 40. So if you got this one, you have to substitute back into the first equation. So m equals to 40 over n. So the question asks what happened to n when m equals to 5. So 5 equals to 40 over n equals to 40 over 5. So n equals to 8. Yeah, this is how to solve this one. Of course, you have to understand what is the meaning for variance inversary. Variance inversary means variance inversary 1 over n. So when you change the relation symbol into equal, you have to add a k for it. Okay, this is how we do the inversary. So the answer will be donkey. Okay, so yeah, 3 more questions to go. Okay, like this one. The question says R is varies directly. That means k should be at the side here. Varies directly as a square root of s. And inversary means at the denominator there, at the bottom, as t. Just like this. Oh, okay, then you can get the answer directly. It's B. Alright, so for 39, okay, this is matrix, but it's a simple one. So we solve this one first. So this is 2 minus 3, you get negative 1. 1 minus negative 4, you get 5. Plus the 1 over 3, I will multiply into it. I will get negative 2, negative 1. So minus 1 plus negative 2, you get negative 3. 5 plus negative 1, you get 4. So the answer will be negative 3 and 4. Boy. Alright. Should be very easy, right, this one? Okay. Finally go to the last question. Okay, last question over here. This one, you have to know how to multiply. And I always say is horizontal multiply with vertical. And you have 2 vertical here. So that means if I have horizontal want to multiply with vertical, right? The first one multiply with the first one. The second one multiply with the second one. Third one multiply with the third one. Mean A will multiply with A, B will multiply with B, C will multiply with C. Okay, this is how the multiply work. Okay, so in this case, let's try to do it. Okay, and you have to understand how to form the metric order also. So this one is 1 times 3 is 1 multiply 3 because 1 row and 3 column. This is 3 multiply 2. This is 3 row and 2 column. When the middle one is the same, you can simplify. So your answer should be 1 times 2. So your final answer is 1 multiply 2. 1 multiply 2 basically is look like this. It look like A, B. Okay, this one we call 1 multiply 2. Alright, so if you understand, then we move on. 1 will multiply with 5. I say A times A, B times B, C times C, right? So 1 will multiply with 5, you get 5. Negative 1 multiply with negative 2 is positive 2. 0 multiply with 3 is 0. I done the first number. The second one, same thing. 1 times 1 is 1. Negative 1 times 0 is 0. 0 times 4 is 0. So my answer should be 7, 1. So the answer is B. So first you have to understand about metric order. Second one, you have to understand how the mechanisms of the metric multiplication work. Yes, then any more questions before I end this class? Yes, actually we should, but because the time, now it's 9:40. Yeah, maybe we can discuss few questions of paper 2 also, since we have a little bit time. Okay, let's have a look on the earth question on paper 2, since you asked about this. Yeah, just wait, the thing's loading. Okay, let's have a look on this Earth question. Okay, let's say we have G, we have H, we have J and K, we have 4 points on the surface of the Earth. And GJ is the diameter of the Earth. I say diameter of the Earth is very easy. Diameter of the Earth, that means they're passing through the center O, and then from, let's say from G to J. So whenever GJ is the diameter of the Earth, so what you need to do to find the location J is, the first thing is, you can copy the value, I mean the angle of the latitude values of G is 40. But you need to do is the south you have to change into the north. Because what? If G is called 40 south, that means 40 degree, from the equator 40 degree go down to the south. So J is just 40 degree, go up to the north. So it's 40 north. And then because they are diameter, so what you need to do is, for the longitude part, you have to use 180 minus this angle, and then you have to change symbol. So E you have to change to W, and 180 minus 70 is 110. Okay, this is how we actually solve this question quickly. Okay, for part B, the question asks about shorter distance from G to the South Pole. From G to the South Pole, we know basically the South Pole is over here. So from G to the South Pole over here, basically it travels 50 degrees. Okay, and when I see shorter distance, that means you're going to travel like this. So shorter distance is very easy. Distance equals to angle multiple 60. So from G to South Pole is 50 degrees multiple 60, so will be 3000 nautical mile. Okay, and then for C, K is 5700 nautical mile due north of H. Okay, so that's mean where is H? Okay, this is H. So when I say due north of H, at least I know something is their longitude need to be the same. Because you imagine, if this is H, K is directly above the H. It's directly above the H. Therefore, they can say due northward. Due north means they're directly above. So if H is over here, K will be on the top here. So it means both of them were in the same longitude. So I can just copy the longitude of H. And then of course, I want to know 5700 means how far actually that travel. Means the distance between them is 5700. But I want to know what is the angle between 5700. Since it's due north, so I know distance equals to angle multiplied 60. My distance is 5700. I want to find angle, I move the 60 to the other side, I just divide 60. Then I just use the calculator. I can easily get my angle using 5700 divide 60. The angle tell me is 95 degrees. Then you have to imagine, from 40 south, I move 95 degrees to north. If 40 south, I move 40 degrees. I go to 0, which is equator. Equator, I move another 55. So it will be 55 north. Isn't it? You just imagine, you have 40 south, you move 40 degrees, you go to equator. And then you move another 55 degrees. From equator, move 55 degrees to the north, it's called 55 north. Alright, then what's the question 1? The question 1 to find the latitude of K. So latitude of K is just 55. Yeah, Sean, do you have any question? No voice again? Why you will have no voice again? Can you hear me? Okay, I think that it's the internet connection problem. Okay, so Yeah, so basically, let me explain one more time for C. When you find out the angle between is 95 degrees, so what you need to do is you have to know from 40 south, you're going to move up 95 degrees. So if you move up 95 degrees, you have to imagine this line is 40 south. I move 40 degrees to the north, it will become 0. I will reach equator. Then equator, I move up another 55 degrees. From equator, move north to 55, equal 55 north. Yeah, you just need to understand this one. It's very easy. So the question asks about latitude of K, so you just write 55N. You don't need to write about this one, because there's only one about latitude. And then the last part. An aeroplane took off from G and flew due east to H. So G, if due east to H, let me see, G to H. Okay, the average speed basically for the whole, the average speed is 400 cannot. Alright, so, okay, G, let me see the location of G to H. Because normally G cannot straight away fly to the H. Unless, let me see, oh, can. Yes, can. Because both also at 40S one. Yes. It's both also at 40 Hz. 40S, that means they fly from 70E to 100E. Just like that. Due east. G from 70E, due east to 100E. Okay. Okay. It's very easy. Okay. If from 70E to 100E, you find out both also is E, you can just minus. Okay, if both is E or both is W, you can minus. If one E, one W, you have to plus the angle. So, or you can use some imagination. If this is 70E, and this is 100E, from 70E, I'm going to fly due east, so that definitely I fly 30 degrees. Alright, so in order to get the distance for longitude, yeah, you will need to do something definitely. Oops. Am I click something? Okay, so we know distance for longitude, it will be angle multiply 60 multiply cos alpha. Cos alpha is both also at 40 north. This is how we find the angle. The formula basically is angle for distance, angle times 60 times cos alpha. Alpha is both of them will locate at the same latitude value. In this case, both of them is at the 40S. So the alpha will be 40. And 60 fixed already one, always multiply 61. Angle is angle between two longitude, two locations. Alright, then you just use the calculator. 30 times 6, 30 multiply 60 multiply cos 40. So you get 1378.88 nautical mile. Alright, then the question actually asks you to find about the total time in hour. Okay, so we know average speed equals to total distance divided by total time, isn't it? So in order to find the total time, we know we have to use total distance over average speed. Total distance is 1378.88. Average speed is 400. Then you just use the calculator divided by 400. Then you will get the answer should be 3.45 hours. That's all. This one should be the total time. So far so good. Sean, can you understand this? Yes, definitely you can convert into the minutes also if you want, but then in this case the question doesn't say, so that's not necessary. You can leave like this. You want to convert, you just use 0.45 multiply 60, then you can convert into the minutes. Unless the question asks you leave your answer in hours and minutes, then that one is compulsory, you have to convert that. Oh, 45, this is for 0.45 hour, it's not 45 minutes. Let's say I say 1.5 hour. Is 1.5 hour, is it means 1 hour 5 minutes? No, it is definitely no, because 1.5 hour we know this is 1 hour 30 minutes. But how do we know? Because we know that 0.5 hour equals to 30 minutes. So you can just use 0.5 multiply 60. Then you can easily get 30 minutes. Do you get what I'm trying to say, Sean? So that means if 0.45, it doesn't mean 0.45 hour, it doesn't mean 45 minutes. You have to use 0.45 multiple 60. It's actually 27 minutes. Okay. You mean this topic, right? Okay. Let's see. Okay. Normally, if let's say distance equals to angle multiply 60 multiply cos alpha. Multiply cos alpha. So let's say in this case, you want to find angle. You are given the distance, but you want to find the angle. Then you have to move the 60 and cos alpha to the other side. So therefore, in this case, the distance you have to divide by 60 and divide by cos alpha. When you want to find the distance between two locations, and two locations must at the same latitude, then you have to divide 60 and divide alpha. If they are in the same longitude, you want to find the angle between them, you just divide 60. Okay, no problem. And yeah, I think that's all for today. And yeah, I will upload this video soon. For Tasha, do you have anything you want to ask me before I end this class? Gradient area under the graph question. Yeah, you're most welcome. I'm so sorry about so many technical problems. Okay, since we still have few minutes, let's have a look on one more question. Since the Sean asked about gradient and area under the graph, yeah, that question should be simple, I hope. No problem. Let me find that question. Yeah, should be this one. Okay. In the diagram 11, show the speed time graph. Okay, of the movement of P and Q. Okay, the graph MA represents the movement of MA, represents the particle P. This one P. And MBCD represents movement of Q. Both particles start at the same point and move along the same road. Okay, that means they go in the same road. Okay, calculate the uniform speed. Okay, it's not calculate state. Whenever you see the word state, means you can straight away write the answer. You don't need any working. So state the uniform speed of particle Q. So uniform speed means the speed will remain the same, right? Means it's the constant. So over here it's just 18. So because B to C is a uniform speed. So it's just 18 meter per second. This is 1 mark. Alright, it's very simple. And for the second question, calculate the rate of change of speed of the particle in the first 5 seconds. Whenever you see rate of change of speed, it means gradient in speed time graph. So they want a gradient in the first 5 seconds. First 5 seconds, they want a particle Q. That means I will take these 2 points and I will find the gradient. Let's say I give a coordinate. This is 5, 18. This is 0, 0. So in order to get a gradient, I can say y minus y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So the rate of change of speed is just 18 over 5, or you can say this is 3.6, isn't it? Yeah, meter per second square. Okay, so rate of change of speed basically it just means the gradient in speed time graph. Can we put the answer in fraction? Yes, you can put the answer in fraction. Should be fine. But then your fraction need to make sure you simplify lah. Mean you simplify into the simplest form. Okay. Okay, at the t second, the difference between the distance traveled by the P and Q is 27 meter. Okay, distance in speed time graph is very important concept in this topic. Distance is always the area in speed time graph only. Okay, so in speed time graph, distance means area. So that means from the diagram above, I know the area for particle P is bigger than the area for, area for particle Q is bigger than the area for particle P. So therefore, I understand that the extra area here is 27 meter. Okay, but then in this case, the question asks you to find the T. So therefore, in order to solve this question, because the question is the different one, I can use trapezium minus triangle equals to 27. Or I can say triangle plus 27 equals to trapezium. Either way, I will get the correct answer. So let's say I use the trapezium minus triangle. So trapezium, this is trapezium. So trapezium formula is 1 over 2 is 1 over 2 A plus B. A and B is two parallel lines. This is T plus this one. From B to C, we call it T minus 5. And then multiply with height. The height here will be 18. Okay, this is trapezium. Okay, minus the triangle. Triangle is half times base times height times T times 18. So I have to use this one to minus this one. Okay, then I solve, and then will equals to 27. Of course, I have to form the equation to solve it. So just to make you understand this, so I will just, the half and 18 I will simplify lah, become 9. This one become 9. So this one, T plus T is 2T. So it's 2T minus 5, 2T minus 5, bracket 9, minus this one is just 9T equals to 27. And then I solve this one. This is 18T minus 45 minus 9T equals to 27. Okay, so 18T minus 9T is 9T. 45 move to the other side is plus 45, you will get 72. So T is just equals to 8. Okay, this is just like this. You just need to understand that the distance in this topic is mean area, and then you have to know the trapezium area in the diagram that itself is bigger than the triangle. If you know that, then the whole question will look very obvious. Of course, you also need to know the length here is called T minus 5. Yeah, if you cannot understand that, then maybe you can't do. Okay, I think that's all for class today. I'm going to end the class and then I will upload the video soon. And thanks for both of your time. Because 2 hours is quite long for a class.